You'll recall that we also have some theorems that relate to right triangles. So I'd like to first draw a right triangle, and I don't want to just do that haphazardly. I'm going to be sure that I have a right triangle by first drawing perpendicular. So I will draw perpendicular to this segment using these 2 points to guide my perpendicular construction. And you'll recall that for perpendiculars, we open the compass more than halfway from one of our starting points to the other. And with the same compass opening at the other end point, draw another arc. You might say that you're drawing a fish and then filleting the fish. So I'm going to fillet the fish. And I know for certain that this is a right angle. So just in making my original triangle, I am doing construction. But now I know I have a right angle, and I'll finish my triangle. And I have all the pieces that I need to replicate in my right-hand column reconstruction. So first I'll do the procedure for making sure I have a right angle. It's worth seeing that again. Draw a fish. And fillet the fish. Now I'm certain I have a right angle right here. And I'm going to be certain that I have a leg of the same length as this leg. So I will use what I know about congruent segments. And now I'm certain that this leg is congruent to this leg. And again, I'll use what I know about congruent segments. In this case, I'm doing a hypotenuse. So I'll go from this endpoint, or this vertex, to the vertex on our original segment. And I can see how long the hypotenuse needs to be. And again, I have not used any calibrations on any of the tools I'm using, because Euclidean constructions involve using only compasses and straight edges, not measurements on a ruler. So for the last construction, I'm going to do leg-leg reconstruction here, and I'll again need to be sure that I have a right angle, because leg-leg refers to right triangles. So I randomly chose some points on this segment that I drew. With the compass at the same opening, I'll go first to one of those points and then to the other, and draw a fish and fillet the fish, and then I'll just finish a triangle. This is leg-leg, so I know that after I've constructed a right triangle in the right-hand column, I'll need to replicate this leg and this leg. I did not mark my hypotenuse on the last one. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have first a right angle. Drew 2 points to guide myself. My compass is open more than halfway from one of those points to the other. With the same compass opening, I'll draw a fish starting at each end point. I'll fillet the fish. Now I'm certain that I have a right angle. And now I'm going to replicate this side length, and I hope I've left room for myself to do so. Only just right at the edge of the paper here. So I will extend this segment. And I'll replicate this other leg using what I know about duplicating segments. And now I have two more right triangles that are a congruent pair. There are two more constructions that I'd like you to try. So after doing the first constructions that we've done together, I'd like you to also make a leg angle construction and a hypotenuse angle construction. These are the only ones that are left completely to you to determine how to go about the constructions. But remember that when you do right triangle reconstructions, you must first start with drawing perpendiculars through construction so that you're sure you have a right triangle. So just to recap, if you would first, you'll need a few sheets of paper, 4 sheets of paper, or both sides of 2. Write your name at the top, first and last name, please. And on the first page, draw a segment and reconstruct it. Draw an angle and reconstruct it. Then draw a triangle and reconstruct that triangle using side, side, side. The next part of your assignment will involve drawing a triangle and then reconstructing that triangle using the side angle side congruence theorem. Next, you'll draw another triangle and reconstruct that triangle using the angle side angle congruence theorem. Then you'll get into some right triangles. Remember how to draw a perpendicular and draw a triangle. Reconstruct that triangle using the hypotenuse leg congruence theorem. Next, draw another right triangle and reconstruct that triangle using the leg congruence theorem. And finally, on your 4th page of work, draw a right triangle and reconstruct the triangle using the leg angle congruence theorem. And draw one more triangle, right triangle again, and reconstruct that triangle using the hypotenuse angle congruency theorem. You will hand this in at the end of class. We've made a video in order to allow you to stop and start the video when you need to go back and look at the details of the construction.